Hey Dad, I thought I'd do a little video to wish you happy Father's Day because life is crazy right now. We didn't get you a card. We really didn't do anything but pack boxes for this Father's Day. So this is my Father's Day note to you. This year has actually been really cool for me with you. I wanted to just note a couple of highlights from this year with you, with me. The first thing's just your phone calls to me. They've meant a lot to me this year. I know it was something that you intentionally did to try to connect with me a little bit this year, and it meant a lot to me. It was kind of fun to just have normal conversations with you every other day, couple days here and there, just to get a phone call from you to know you're just calling, just to talk. That meant a lot. At first I didn't know if it was real. I didn't know really what you were doing. I didn't know why you were calling, and after a while I knew you were just calling to see what was up, and even if it was just for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes on your way to the gym, it meant a lot to me to know that you just cared about what I was up to and what was going on here. The other thing that's really cool to me is how connected you've gotten at the church. I think now that I'm a pastor, it's just really neat for me to see that you guys in your 60s are really connecting and getting involved and volunteering. It would be so exciting to me to see a couple like you walk into church and just say, we're here to do whatever we can. And I don't think you will ever know how much that means to a pastor, even a pastor of a big church that has a lot of volunteers and has a lot of people. It's really encouraging to me to see you guys doing that later in your life, and it means a lot to even a famous pastor like Sean Craig. So that's been really cool. It also means a lot to me to watch you get connected to God at this point in your life. I know Mom is happier now than I've ever seen her my whole life, and I think that a lot of that is just because the most important thing in her life is God and her relationship with Jesus, and for the first time in her life you're leading the way in that relationship, and that has been life-giving to her. It's been just unbelievable for her, and that's inspiring. And that brings me to my last thing that's been really cool to watch, and that's just the example you're setting for Corey and for Ashley and for Carson. My family, we're running all over the place. We're living in western Nebraska now. We're moving to Cincinnati, and my kids will always probably know you as the grandpa that lives in St. Louis, where Carson and Corey know you as the grandpa that lives down the road. And you're going to have a lot of influence in their lives, and I don't think you know how much influence you have in Corey's life, and you're going to have a ton of influence in Carson's life, a ton of influence in his life, and I think that is so awesome. And I think that's going to be awesome for him, and to watch you live out your Christian faith in these latter years of your life, the last 20, 30 years of your life, for him is going to be so influential. It's going to be awesome. It will be really important. So, happy Father's Day. I love you. Wish I was with you, but I'm looking forward to spending time with you next week on my way to a new adventure in our family. But excited to see you guys and drive into town. Love you, Dad. Happy Father's Day.